Bombay, a city of dreams, a city of despair. For Bhaskar, it was a cage of crushing routine. He was a bank cashier, a cog in the machine, every day the same, counting money, not his own. The air hung heavy with humidity and the scent of spices. Bhaskar wiped sweat from his brow. His small apartment felt like an oven. Bills piled up on the chipped table. His wife Maya worried. Their dreams were fading, replaced by the dull ache of need. One fan provided a meager breeze. The night was hot, sleep elusive. Bhaskar stared at the ceiling. A single cockroach crawled across the wall, mocking his helplessness. He felt a familiar anger, trapped, forgotten. Tomorrow he would be back at the bank, facing the same faces, the same routine. But something was changing within him, a seed of desperation taking root. The bank was a fortress of cold marble and indifference. Bhaskar went through the motions, cashing checks, counting rupees. A mistake on the ledger caught his eye, a discrepancy, an opportunity. He investigated further, his heart pounding. The bank's computer system, old and clunky, had a flaw, a loophole. Bhaskar saw a way to exploit it, to transfer tiny amounts unnoticed into his own account. At first it was just a few rupees. A test. It worked. The guilt was a whisper, easily silenced by the desperation. He repeated the process, the amounts growing larger. He was a magician, making money disappear and reappear at will. The seed of desperation bloomed into a dangerous flower of greed. Bhaskar craved more. He wasn't just surviving anymore, he was playing a game, a dangerous game against a faceless, indifferent system. Bhaskar's world transformed. He learned the rhythm of the system, its weaknesses. He became bolder, the amounts growing exponentially. Thousands turned into lakhs, then crores. He was a conductor, orchestrating a symphony of financial deception. He opened new accounts, shell companies. A labyrinth of transactions designed to confuse and conceal. The guilt was gone, replaced by a thrilling sense of power. He was invincible, untouchable. The small apartment felt even smaller now, suffocating in its inadequacy. Bhaskar moved his family to a luxurious high-rise. Maya, initially hesitant, embraced their newfound wealth. The weight of their past struggles lifted, replaced by a giddy sense of freedom. He bought a flashy car, designer clothes. He threw lavish parties, rubbing shoulders with Bombay's elite. They welcomed him, oblivious to the source of his wealth. Bhaskar was living the dream, fueled by the stolen dreams of others. The world was Bhaskar's playground. He traveled the world, first class. He gambled in Monte Carlo, dined with celebrities in Paris. He collected art he didn't understand, simply because he could. The thrill was in the acquisition. His life was a whirlwind of excess. Champagne flowed like water. Diamonds sparkled on Maya's fingers. He showered her with gifts, a desperate attempt to silence the nagging voice within. The voice that reminded him it was all built on a foundation of lies. He surrounded himself with sycophants, people who praised his business acumen. Bhaskar, drunk on power and wealth, started to believe his own lies. He was a self-made man. He had beaten the system. But even in the gilded cage of his own making, Bhaskar couldn't escape the truth. It lurked in the shadows, a constant reminder of the inevitable fall. He pushed the thought away, seeking solace in another bottle of champagne, another meaningless conquest.